Hello and welcome to Laurindalandia. Today I'm going to do a reading about what do they think of you but won't say. You can choose your pile by following your intuition. It can be the pile that you are most visually attracted to, or you can even ask in your mind, what is a pile for me? I do a personal readings, they are super affordable, and then my first link in description. Hello pile one. So I chose this card that says, I'm one with everyone in the planet. What they think of you and won't say is that you are quite humble and you don't even need to be. They think of you as someone that is very skilled, intelligent, beautiful, capable. I'm hearing you are above average. But I think these people almost don't like that. They almost want to bring you down. There is a vibe here that they want to quote unquote keep you humble because they are triggered by how great you are. And you might get a lot of people like criticizing you, like over criticizing you or making fun of you or trying to belittle you because they are really triggered by your greatness. And the thing is, I think because of many years of you being overly criticized, like people making you feel small, people like literally belittling you and beating you down, I think you started to believe them in the sense that you might not see how great you are, you might not see how skilled you are, you might not see how talented you are, and you, because of that, became very humble, which humility is a great thing, but I think you are like, you don't see even that greatness within yourself. I think humility is a great thing when you are aware of how great you are, but you still choose to be humble. You still like don't impose that greatness on others, right? Like you still view everyone as your equal, right? But the thing about you is that I think you have integrated other people's insecurities that they have projected onto you, and I think you don't quite recognize how unique and great you are. There is really a vibe that people see you as someone that is above average, like one in a million. Like they never met someone like you and they never will meet someone like you. And instead of these people recognizing that, what they won't say is how great you are. And what they say is overly criticizing you. Maybe you also like, you feel, I'm getting, for example, a scenario in a workplace where your boss is always criticizing you, like every little small thing, like you can do nothing wrong, right? Because everyone is always like looking for the flaws in you. Everyone is always looking to point out the flaws in you because they are so insecure about your greatness. And I think this is what they think. They think that you are so great, that you are so capable, so talented, but they are too cowardly and too insecure to admit that to your face. I'm sorry, Barbara. Like I think, yeah, many people have been really hard on you, and that's a pity. You didn't deserve for people to be so harsh with you. Like I'm getting a vibe that you feel like you cannot fail. Like other people can make mistakes, other people can't fail, but you feel like you can't because everyone is always looking you for you to fail. I'm getting that Charlie XCX song because I'm obsessed with Charlie XCX. Like I'm still stuck on Brad, obsessed. Um, it's the knife when you finally are on top because logically the next step is they want to see you fall. Like that song is talking about like when you're actually on top, when you're actually great, when you actually are like the best person in the room, people will not support you, people will bring you down. I'm sorry. I'm number one. What do people think of you? They won't say. Yeah, they also want to say to you that your intuition is very correct. I think really people gaslight you here a lot. Like I think people really gaslight you because they don't want you to see how great you actually are. And they don't want to give that praise at all. Like, and these people might make you doubt yourself, like doubt your decision making, doubt the decisions that you make, the actions that you could take, like doubt your intuition, basically. But the thing is, you know things that they have no idea how you know. You know things that you shouldn't supposed to know. You have told truths about these people that they have denied, and they say there was a lie, but it was truth. Like you maybe have told people about themselves by like not even thinking too much about it, by just saying something that was very truth, and people tell you, no, you're crazy, that's not true at all. But the thing is, it was truth. You were telling the truth. Also, what people think, but they're too afraid to say, is that they actually don't want you to leave. I think people act like they want you to leave. Like people act like that, like people don't treat you right, like people belittle you, people mistreat you, people gaslight you. They do all the things to indicate, hey, we don't like you, get away. But the thing is, they actually, yeah, this is like, these people are really insecure because these people actually really like you. But the thing is, they really like you, but they are so insecure that they are like doing self sabotage. They are doing all of this like as a self sabotage, basically, because they cannot handle like good things. They cannot handle a good person. Like you are many people's answered prayer when you show up in their lives. But then they basically treat you so bad that you walk away. And like at face value, you might think these people don't like me. These people want me gone, so I'm gonna leave, right? Because I'm also being like treated poorly, right? But the thing is, deep down, these people really don't want you to leave, but they are like very insecure and very triggered, and they cannot handle their own triggers. Also, like what a big thing that people think but they won't say is how much value you bring to their lives, how much value you bring to like any environment that you are like to the lives of these people. They really don't want to give you your flowers at all because they are so triggered by yeah how great you are. Damn pile number one. I'm sorry, like this really sucks. What do people think but won't say of my pile number one? Like they think that they are not good enough for you. What people think but and won't say is that they know how much you had to work on yourself to yeah, like how much you had to work on yourself mentally in healing to overcome like toxic behaviors or like limiting beliefs. They know that you had to put a lot of work to be able to yeah heal from the past, overcome trauma, like have a different mindset, see life in a different way. They know how much you had to work for that, but they are not willing to admit it. They also know how much sacrifices you have to make to be where you are today, but they cannot admit it because they're super insecure, because they don't see themselves doing what you do. Like they don't see themselves capable of overcoming their shadows, of overcoming their trauma, of changing their mind. They don't see also themselves capable of making the sacrifices that you had to make for a better life, for a better self, for a better like mindset, for a better job, for a better career. Like they don't see themselves with the bravery and the skill that you have to be able to achieve what you have achieved. And that triggers them to no end. Damn. Okay. What do people think but won't say about my file number one? There's also a vibe here that they're like, something that they won't say is that they want for you to rest, like you need rest, but they won't say that because they almost want to overwork you. Yeah, exactly. Like there is a vibe here that people are seeing you as someone that needs to rest right now, but they are actually doing the opposite of letting you rest. Like again, I think these people are almost trying to sabotage you. Oh my god, like I'm getting here a vibe that they know that you like people recognize things that they think but won't say, is that they know you need to rest, they know you need to take it easy, but probably these people are putting more things on your plate to kind of sabotage you, like to kind of, they are trying to exhaust you basically. They are trying to exhaust you because uh, if you don't have the energy to move forward, you're not going to achieve things as faster as you are right now. And basically, they're trying to stifle your progress because your progress and how much you work and how great you are and how much you are achieving in life triggers them to no end. Be careful with people that are like trying to like pull your energy too much, people that are like that you feel like this is giving the people that, for example, you want to be in silence, but they always are talking to you. You know, this is giving the people that are asking for like tiny little favors, but like it's like these subtle pools of energy. They will like speak with you, and when you don't want to talk, like they ask for things when you are busy. Like, yeah, they want to put more things in your plate because they are hoping that you are reaching burnout, because they want to stifle your achievements, they want to stifle your progress because your progress is very triggering to their insecurities. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with this message. If you like this reading, give it a like. And if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings. They are super affordable and in the first link in description. Bye pile one. Hello pile two. So it shows this card that says, I'm centered in truth and peace. What people think of you but won't say is that they know that you're telling the truth, and they know that you have a kind heart, and they know that what you are saying is pure and is good and is for the good of everyone. But the thing is, I think these people make you the villain on their story because they are not willing to face the truth about themselves. You might be like people, a lot, you might have had a lot of people that portray you as a villain or like almost scapegoat you, like my life is going wrong or she left me. Like they make you the bad guy basically. You are the villain in many people's stories. But the thing is, you're actually not. That's the thing. And they know, like these people that are making you the villain, they know that you're not the villain. They know that everything that you were saying, everything that you were doing was coming from a pure hearted place, only but goodness. And they know that you were telling the truth. But the thing is, they cannot face the truth. These people cannot face the truth about themselves. That's a thing. I think these people cannot face the truth of how actually a bad person they actually are, so they are projecting that to you. They cannot face the truth about the mistakes that they made with you, of like the bad, impure decisions that they took. Like they cannot face that they're actually the bad guy. They cannot face how much like hurt and harm they did to you. So they spin it around on you. So they are projecting what you did to you on you. But deep down, they know, like they won't say this and admit this ever, but they know that you were telling the truth. They know, but they could not take the truth. Yeah, I'm sorry, Pile 2. I think you were like, unfortunately, people really make you the villain. And people, I think, tell stories about you that paint you in the wrong light. When in reality, you are very like, yeah, kind hearted, pure, trustworthy, truth telling person. You might be a lot of scapegoats. Like, I'm even getting a message here of, when you grow up with toxic parents, some people will know this, unfortunately. When you grow up with toxic parents and like when you are older, you never see them again because they were so awful and so toxic and they are like to everyone, I don't know why my children left, like they are so ungrateful, they are this, they are that, like they just tell about other people are like the children that never spoke with them again are so ungrateful and so cold and da da. But in reality, it's because of all the trauma that they've been through with these people. And when they had a choice to, yeah, not be re-traumatized, and when they had a choice to not be with like their parents, they chose that for their own mental health. Like in reality, like big on victim blame here. This is like something that I think a lot of people do with you. They victim blame you. you were always the victim, but you are made, like people tell stories of how you were like the perpetrator instead of the victim. I'm sorry, Pautu. That really sucks. I'm really sorry for that. You also like people, yeah, big on what people think but won't say is that you're always telling the truth. You're never a liar. They might portray as a liar, but you're never a liar. You're always telling the truth, and your story matches up. Like your story makes sense. Theirs don't. What do people think on my phone number two? I won't say. I'm hearing a lot of I'm sorry. Like these people, something that they think they won't say, but they actually feel really guilty for how much harm they cause you. They feel really guilty for how much pain they cause you, but they will never in their lives be apologetic. These are people that never said, I'm sorry. I think for a few of you, you know what I'm talking about. This is the person that all you wanted was an apology, but they could never give it to you. Something also that people think but won't say is that you are actually extremely independent and extremely abundant, and you never needed them. They needed you. I think also these people made you feel like you needed them when in reality you never needed them for nothing. Actually, these people I think just cause you pain and heartache in your life. But yeah, the thing they won't admit is that they need you, but you don't need them. Also, something that they think but won't say is that you can go for a lot of heartache in life and move forward easily. Like you can endure a lot of heartbreak. And I think I'm getting kind of this vibe that these people kind of wanted to get you stuck through heartbreak. Like they kind of wanted, like these people want you in a vulnerable place because they want you stuck. Like these people don't want you independent. These people don't want you free. They want you in a vulnerable place so you stay with them. Big on parent dynamics. Big on parent dynamics. If not a toxic parent, is like toxic husband, like toxic relationship, toxic family system. Yeah, what's like they almost want to convince you that you are weaker than you actually are because they want you to ask for help from them. Like they want you to be dependent on them. But the thing is, I think because you've been through so much, actually, I think because you've been through so much heartache, like you are actually quite capable and resilient in heartbreak. Like you are quite capable to get your heart broken, to like feel failure, like to get disappointed and move forward, big on moving forward. But they really wish you couldn't because they want you unfortunately stuck. What do people think of my pile number two won't say? Ooh. They think something I don't think is true. They think you are reckless. Yeah, I'm getting here right. I don't think you are reckless. But again, like they want you stuck. They want you to like do the same thing as you always done. Imagine it's like growing up with toxic parents. They think you are reckless for like living on your own and leaving them. Like is that painting? They are painting you like they are distorting the story. When in reality was not that. You had to leave their home because you're being so mistreated. Like you had to leave them. You're not being reckless. You're not being impulsive for one day getting up and leaving. You are choosing you and your mental health. You're actually making like a very smart decision, the opposite of impulsiveness. But again, it's because these people basically, yeah, want you stuck. Also, something that they think that they want to say is that life without you, imagine there is here a loss of money. They lose like stamina to make money and or they lose like business ideas or ideas to make more money. I think you brought a lot of energy to these people, and I think you also brought a lot of good like ideas. Like I think you had like a vision that was very solution oriented. I think you're always a very like solution oriented person, a very creative person that can make solutions and like can get out of difficult times easily through your creative mind and through your sense of being resourceful. And you were really good at giving them advice when they were stuck in a, like a bad financial situation. But without you, they don't have like the same perspective. They don't have the same creativity. They don't have the same resources, resourcefulness. Ooh, resources. These people also like might have taken quite some money from you, and this might be something that you didn't even realize because it might be a coffee here, a coffee there, like a little bit here and there. You feel me? But in the grand scheme of things, they took way more than they gave. Also, something that they think people would say is that they are miserable without you. They are sad. They are worried. Like life is not the same without you. And deep down, imagine these people are really giving. These people are giving narcissists because deep down they know they did wrong. Deep down, they know they should apologize. Deep down, they know how much harm they caused you, and they know why you left. But they are like they are absolutely incapable of admitting that, even like almost to themselves. Like this deep down knowing is not quite conscious. It's very unconscious. Like in their mind, they go back and forth. They have the trigger of, oh, I hurt this person, but then like it comes justifications, it comes gaslighting, it comes manipulation. No, this person actually hurt me. Like it wasn't me that hurt this person. Like they did this and they did that. That's why I did this. That's why I hurt them. Like in their minds, they go back and forward. Like they have the trigger of, yeah, this person is not here because I hurt them. And they are right for not being here, but then they find all of these crazy justifications to make you the bad guy in their mind, even in their minds, to justify how they actually you did wrong and not them. I'm sorry, pal number two. I don't like these people at all. Very emotionally immature. Very immature people, no matter the age. What do people think of my pal number two? I won't say. Yeah, like something that they think won't say is that you set yourself free from their limitations. These people might have told you, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're not smart enough, you're not talented enough, you don't have enough money, you don't have enough this, you don't have enough that. They might have they might have made you feel so small and like not capable of at all. I'm getting here right. For example, you had a dream of starting a business, you have a dream of unhearing a clothing line, like you had a dream to be a singer, whatever it is, like you had this dream, and people just told you, you can never do that, that's crazy, like that's impossible, you're not talented enough, you don't have the time, you don't have the money. Like people just projected all these limitations onto you, and they know but are never willing to admit that you are so strong and so resilient that you have overcome all their limitations. Like you have overcome all the obstacles that they put in your way, and that made you stronger, and that made you like these obstacles not only they didn't stop you, but they shaped you into becoming the person that you needed to be to achieve everything that you want. Like you made the difficulties, you made the obstacles work in your favor, and they will never admit that. They want you small, they want you insecure because they want you stuck. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with this message. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings. They are super affordable. And they're my first link in the description. Bye, pile 2. Hello, pile 3. So it shows this card that says, I set myself free of all the feelings of negativity and guilt. Something that they think I won't say is that you can overcome, you can easily let go of their projected negativity. Imagine someone projects insecurities onto you, like they say that you're not capable of doing this, because they believe they're not capable of doing that. Basically, it's not that you are not capable, you are very capable, but they project that onto you. Or even maybe people that just like complain all day, and they come to you and they just complain, you know, life is horrible, and life is horrible, and everything is like, yeah, and everything is bad, right? Like, you seem so unbothered and you seem so unaffected. Something that people think won't say is how actually grounded you are, how much of a fortitude you are. I also think that something they think won't say is that actually, like, your wellness practices, maybe you go to therapy, maybe you do yoga, maybe you spend time in your garden, in nature, maybe like you do like mindful techniques, or even maybe you are spiritual, right? They might even project like that doesn't work, or you are crazy, why do you believe that, da, da, da. They might even project that. Might even say to you that like that you are quote unquote crazy for like believing in spirituality, believing like, or in religion, or like in the universe, like for being connected with earth. Like, they might call you crazy for that, but they like, it is visible of how much stronger that makes you and how much grounded it makes you. Like, you are an unshakable tree. I think I talk about this on another reading, that imagine trees, for trees to grow, they need wind, because it's the wind that makes like the trunk stronger. And that's what I'm getting. Like, you're like, what people tell that you are crazy about, but people like call to you and say, "Oh, you're crazy for that." Like, it is noticeable, and they know that it absolutely is good for you. No, you're not crazy. Like, they can see how much of a serenity brings to you, how much like strength it brings to you. And overall, I think you are a very strong person that is also not easily influenced by others. That's the thing. Something that people think of you won't say is that you're not trying to follow the crowd. You're not trying to be like everyone else. You're not trying to fit in. You're trying to live a life for you, period. And I think you are very magnetic because of that. I think it's something that people think but won't say, is the fact that you don't follow what everyone is following mindlessly, because you don't do like everyone is doing, that you live life according to other people's term. It makes you very magnetic, and it actually makes you an inspiration. Like, people feel very inspired by you, and you are very like, yeah, inspirational, magnetic. Like, there is something very brave and strong for that. Like, there is a lot of bravery in not following the status quo. And I think people will never admit this, but they wish that they were like you. And I think the people that wish that they were like you are the people that call you crazy. That's the thing. Like, the same people that are saying, "Oh, you're crazy for like, I don't know, hugging trees or doing yoga or whatever," are the same people that wish they were more like you. Whoa, damn Palfrey. But people think my Palfrey, but they'll never say. I mean, when you have so much money, I think people think that you have a lot of money, or if not that, that you are capable of making a lot of money. What people think of you won't say is that your intuition is very wise. You are a very wise person. Like, you are creating a path, you are creating a life that is like, the logic, they cannot understand the logic behind it, but it works for you. That's the thing, is that they see that it works for you, but because they don't understand why you are doing certain things, like, they don't understand the logic behind it, like, they call it crazy, basically, like. But in reality, like, there is something to it. Like, they aspire and are inspired by you, but they are never willing to admit that. There is also here, like, a way that you view the world that is very wise, is very mature. It's like an old sage, and they wish that I think, yeah, something that they think I won't say is that they wish they had your mind. They wish they had your perspective. They wish they could live one day in your mind just to like understand you, because it is working in your favor. People want to be more like you. But I think because you don't follow the status quo, I think because you are not doing what everyone is doing. This can be, for example, you're not trying to go up the corporate ladder, like maybe you're not trying to live the busy city life, and maybe you're trying to live a more mindful life, a more like countryside farm living type of lifestyle, more slow. That's the thing. These people are living a very fast paced lifestyle of big city vibes, rush, going up the corporate ladder, focus. Like I'm seeing people in suits, like very that energy. Business bro, no, it's finance bro. Yeah, finance bro energy. And you are living a soul lifestyle more connected with nature, more connected with self, like a more, yeah, grounded lifestyle. And they think you are crazy for not wanting to achieve the same things they want. But at the end of the day, they know that they are unhappy, they are stressed, their life is full of negativity. They come to you just to complain, just to say, "Ah, I hate my job, I hate my life, I'm this, I'm that, I'm so stressed, like, life sucks." And you that are not trying to achieve the same thing that they are, you are peaceful. You are grounded. You couldn't care less because you are good. And this is something that they can never admit to even themselves, but like they want to be more like you. But basically, these people can't let go of the status quo. Like these people are so afraid to let go of what the quote unquote they should do, of what people expect from them, like of all these like society expectations that were imposed on them. They are so afraid of letting that go that they are not capable to, yeah, like you are personally inspiring but scary for these people. Not scary because you're a dangerous person. No, it's not that you are a scary person per se, but it's like your mindset, the way that you realize so freeing, so different. There's a vibe here that people like that mindset scares them a little bit. Not because you are a bad person, not because you are doing anything dangerous, not because you're a scary person. It's not that. It's like your mindset because it's so unique. It's so you. It's so different. And you have the courage to live according to your beliefs. You have the courage to live according to yourself. You have the courage to live for yourself and nobody else. And this is very intimidating for people. Also, something that I think won't say is that you're very willing to try different things and get out of your comfort zone. Like, again, like you're a very brave person. Like, you almost feel like in these people's eyes, they think, do you have experienced fear? And of course, we all do, right? But these people like look at you as so grounded, so certain of yourself, so sure of you what you want, and so sure of yourself. Even if it's a lifestyle that people don't follow, even if it's something that people don't agree with, even if it's something different, you stand firm on that, and you're okay with that, and you follow through with that. And people are like, wow, you're so brave for that. Like, I never in a million years would have the courage to not do what people expect from me. You're also a very transformative person in people's lives because, again, I think it's that shock for them because, again, they are living the status quo, they are living the normal, everyone around them is doing the same. And then they meet to you, someone that is not living for the status quo, that is not living for others, that is not living for the expectations of others, is doing things different. That's very transformative to them. Like you open their eyes to a whole different lifestyle, to the whole different way of seeing the world, to the whole different like way of living. That's very transformative. They will never forget you. Never. Like these people, you're gonna live rent free in these people's minds. Also, something that they think of you but won't say is that you're actually very attractive. Okay, but imagine again. I think probably you are someone that even in your beauty standards, like for example, you probably you are beautiful for yourself and you expand on that beauty for like your own gaze. For example, you're probably someone that doesn't live for like the male gaze, like you're probably someone that doesn't follow the trends or doesn't have this type of body because it's trendy now. You are someone that you create your own fashion and you create your own way of feeling and being beautiful. And like there is some sort of bravery to that. Like people see that as admirable and very brave, and that makes you even hotter. Not only the fact that you are doing this for nobody else but yourself, right? But there is some sort of courage in that is very attractive. And I think there is a vibe that you sometimes might think because you're not following the beauty standards of everyone, you might not think that you are beautiful. But the thing is, that actually makes you more beautiful. The fact that you're not following like the beauty standards of the world. So you feel me that in some age like we like curvier bodies, the age we are skinning, so we are always like going back and forth on like these lip fillers and these botox and whatever it is. Don't judge. Anyone does whatever feels good for them, and you do what you feel good for you, and you probably don't follow those trends, and you just like your fashion, the way that you dress and do your makeup and the way that you present yourself is very you, and is to make you feel beautiful, is to make you feel happy, and that's extremely attractive, even and especially if you don't feel like it. What do people think about that number three? They won't say something that people think and won't say. And again, this all ties to the fact of the status quo. Okay, this to people is kind of, they are the hard time to understand it. That is that you are actually like really good at making money, and like you have a really good CEO like mentality. You're very good with money and you're very good at creating business and you're very good at being profitable. But again, because you are living life to your terms, and maybe imagine, maybe you don't want to be a CEO of a big company, but maybe you like to have your small business. Hey, maybe you like to do your own little thing, have your small business, and your small business, if it's not successful now, it will be. Like you can create something out of nothing. But because your goals are different from other people, like they have a hard time to admit how successful you are. You feel me? Like they have a hard time to admit to themselves that you actually self-started, that you're actually so successful because of the way that you live life, because of your lifestyle. Again, their version of success is probably going up the corporate ladder. For them, that's the only way they see success. And then they see you having a calm, grounded lifestyle, probably starting a small business, probably already having like a very successful small business. But because you are chasing different things, it is hard for them to see that as a success. They know it is, but they're not willing to admit that because of like this all construction of society that is all black and white, and everyone needs to do the same, and everyone lives to live the same, and then everyone needs to aspire to the same. So they look at you, they know that you are very successful, they know that you can, yeah, you are self-made, they know you are self-made basically, but they are never willing to admit that because of the fact that in their mind you get more free time, quote unquote, that you are calm, you are grounded, you are not in the hustle bustle, that you get to live a more slower life. And I think these people are kind of jealous of that. Like they're incapable of letting go of the normal, but at the same time they are jealous of you because you let go of the normal and you are actually living a slower life where you can enjoy yourself more alone. So they in their minds it's not capable for you to be successful. Okay, they won't ever admit this, they know in their minds, right? But they will never admit this, that they have like a, because they don't see it in themselves, like they have a difficulty accepting that you can still live a slow life, you can still like live a life to your own liking, you can still like rest and still be productive. Like you can rest and still be productive. Like you can take it easy, take it chill, and still be very successful, and still be very productive, and still make a lot of money. You don't need to follow the 9 to 5. You don't need to follow the corporate ladder to be very successful. You can do it one all on your own. And this is something that, yeah, they very hard time to admit that. You can do it all on your own and you can be very successful without having to follow the guidelines that people set for you. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with this message. If you like this reading, give it a like. And if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings. They are super affordable. And they're my first link in description. Bye, pal free.